Okay, in this module, we're going to talk about building and running a content factory. So let's do an overview of that and what we're going to talk about in this module. So I've talked about this before. In order to win the SEO lottery game, as I call it, you're going to need to have content. You're going to need a lot of content. Content is what makes the entire internet work. It's just the core foundation of any digital marketing. So whether you're going to buy traffic for your business to find new customers, or whether you're going to create it in an organic way through social media and of course through SEO with Google or any other search engine, everything comes down to content. And you need to be doing both. So don't just think that you need to rely on building your business only on buying traffic with like Facebook ads or even Google AdWords. You need to have an all-around broad approach where you are investing in advertising to buy traffic. You are investing in content marketing to generate the organic traffic. And the reason is this stuff, this game, this process, this business changes so often, and it will continue to change over the long haul. The one thing that establishing a wide footprint of content and of course Google indexing and rankings and traffic for your business is it gives you some stability. Now, as Google goes through changes, we have, Panda, Penguin, Hummingbird, all these different updates that happen over time that they've done. Our rankings will shift. They'll go up and down. Sometimes we'll lose a lot of traffic as they, change their algorithm to something that, they don't like what we did before. And then we'll see other pieces of content that we created actually rise in the rankings if others fall. But overall, the more great content that we put out there, we will win. And that's the name of the game. Well, in order to put out great content on a regular basis and to build that out for your business, you have to create what I call a content factory. It's a pipeline, it's a process, it's basically an assembly line, and it's a procedure where you will be putting out content on a regular basis for your business. So next month, you'll have more content than you had this month. The month after that, you'll have more than next month, so on and so forth. So over time, you're going to build a broader and broader footprint of content on the internet. And of course, you're going to own more of the internet, as I call it. So you're going to have that lottery ticket process. We're going to have all these tickets. The more you have, the better chance you can win at, coming up and hitting it when someone searches for something in Google. The more pages and content you have, the more likelihood it is that you're going to, of course, rank for things that people search for, and then they'll find you, and then hopefully they'll become leads and subscribers, and then ultimately lead to being customers where they're going to give you their money. And that's what's going to bring you, more revenue and more income in your business. So in order to do this, we have to create a process for putting out content on a regular basis in your business. And that's what we're going to talk about in this module. We're going to talk about the what, who, where, and when of content marketing. Those are essentially the 4 different segments of it, and I'm going to cover each one. It's not hard to understand, and once you put it in those terms, it's easy for you to realize how this all comes together. We're going to cover the what, as in what will you create content about for your business. Another what is what format will the content be in? Will it be a video? Will it be a blog post? Will it be an article, infographic? What will it be? Who will create the content? Now, this is important. You can either create the content in your business or you don't have to. You can simply hire, outsource, whatever, and I'm going to talk about that to get other people to make the content for you. But either way, you have to be making content for your business if you're going to be successful marketing in this digital marketing landscape today, and of course, marketing online. So who's going to create that content? We're going to cover that. Where will you post the content? It's not enough just to create some content. You need to know where all you can post it or where best you should post it. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about when you should release the content. You can't just go and create 10 articles and release them all today on your blog. That's not going to do you any good. There's a much better way to do it. And we're going to talk about scheduling content and how we work inside this whole kind of area of this assembly line and process for a content factory that's pumping out and creating great content for your business, but on a regular, ongoing basis. We'll talk about how to manage your content factory pipeline. That's the entire process from beginning to end, from coming up with an idea for content that you should create in your business to actually posting and putting that content out there on the internet. And of course, what happens in between those 2 steps and all the things that, that go on to make those things happen. So that's what we're going to talk about in this module. And it's very, very important that you start building and running a content factory for your business if you ultimately want your business to be as big as it can on the internet, and of course, hopefully to be as successful as it can.